Let me show you the histogram. So, what is histogram? So it is a graphical representation of data using bars of different heights. And histogram groups numbers into ranges. You can also call it as intervals or bins. And the height of each bar depicts the frequency of each range or bin. So the height of each bar will tell you the frequency, that is the number of time or the count of that particular column. So when to use histograms? So it is used to represent a frequency distribution of numerical variables. So when you have a lot of numerical variables, this is very handy, such as price, then we have weight of the car, age of the car, etc. At that time you can use histograms. Now let me show you the how we draw the histogram. So for that we call there is Matplotlib. So this is an alias for Matplotlib library. So plt.hist function, inside that we have to give the x-axis which we want to use. So I'll give the kilometer for x-axis, and these are the default arguments. So this graph will be created. So let's see how it is done. Let me add new cell here. Just so we'll directly call plot function plt.hist. Inside that we'll pass the data frame and the column which you want to give. So our histogram is created, but we can't find out which particular range contains which particular value. We can say that there are more than 300 cards, but we can't find exactly in which range they lie. So for that, what we have to do is, in our hist function, after this put a comma and add, let's say, color we want to change to green, and then there is something called edge color. So what edge color does is it will give a nice outline to the bins or to the bars. So we'll give the outline in white color, and how many bins you want to create. So we want bins of let's say 5. If you run this, you can see we get 5 bins, and it was earlier a mess. So if I show you the earlier one, we can see there 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. There were 10 bins. So by adding this, we created 5 bins and we added some edge color. So you can see that more than 500 cars have actually run for these many kilometers, from 50,000 to 1 lakh kilometers. We have not added some title, etc. Let's just add to make it more readable. So give histogram of kilometer driven. Now we'll add our x label and y label. In x label we have kilometer, in y label we have frequency, and we don't need show function. So we can see the kilometer, we can see 50,000 to 1 lakh kilometers. We have more than 500 cars that are drawn, and very few cars have drawn maximum of 2 lakh to 2 lakh 50,000 kilometers. Now let me show you the bar plot. Okay, so what is bar plot? So we had seen the histogram was having numerical variables. It was used for numerical variables and it was in a continuous form, but bar plot is used for categorical variables. So we can have some distance between the two bars. So for that we have bar plot. So it is a plot that presents categorical data with rectangular bars with lengths proportional to the counts that they represent. And when to use the bar plot? So to represent the frequency distribution of categorical variables. So as contrast to the histogram, so which is using numerical variables, we use categorical variables for bar plot. And a bar diagram makes it easy to compare sets of data between different groups. Let me show you the bar plot, how it is done. So you can see we can get the counts of how number of cars are there of particular fuel type, and we have fuel type that is petrol, diesel and CNG. Then we use index to get the range of the fuel type. So we have three, so we are getting len function and we are passing the fuel type and it will calculate it is at 3, and that will pass in the bar function for getting the exact bars. So index we are passing for x-axis, so it will create 3 bars. And counts is for the height of the bars, that is the frequency. And the color we are passing red, blue and cyan, and we are given title, x label, y label and show function. Let me show you how to create a bar plot. So we can get counts. So for counts, what I can do, I will call the data frame. So we had earlier seen in the Pandas tutorial how to get the values count. So we want fuel type column, we call value count function, and if you print this you can see 968, 116 and 12 we got. Okay, now what we can do, we'll get the fuel type. That is equal to, we'll call numpy function, numpy library, and we'll call unique function. And what we can pass in the inside it is the data frame and the type of column. So we want to target fuel type. If you print the fuel type, you can get the CNG, diesel and petrol. Now we'll get the index. So index we can get from numpy library. So in that we have a range function. So it will calculate how many values are there in particular column. So we had fuel type here, so we'll pass that fuel type. So it has calculated. Now we'll draw the bar plot. So we'll start with the pit.bar function. Inside that we'll pass the index, that is how many columns or how many bars we want to create, and then the counts, that is the frequency distribution, and the color we'll pass a list. We already know there are 3 bars, so we'll give 3, red, green and cyan, and then we'll give title bar plot of fuel types. Now we'll give our x label, and x label will be fuel types, and then we'll give our y label. So y label would be the frequency, and that is enough. You can see we got bar of fuel types as title, and you can see near 1000 we have fuel types of red color, green color and cyan, and we can't see exactly what is wrong with the fuel types. It is giving us minus 0.5, 0.0. So let's just fix that. So for that what we can do is we have to add something called as xticks. I had already shown in the earlier histogram that xticks actually helps us to set these values. So in xticks we'll pass index, that is how many bars we want to create. Then we'll pass, so index will pass the location for the xticks to show us, and next will be field type. So these are the labels which we want to show on our bar chart or bar plot. Then the rotation we want to have, so we'll give rotation equal to 90 degree. And if you run this, now you can see we got CNG, diesel and petrol for each of these categorical variables. One thing I have to show you here is that CNG is not the fuel type which has the highest number of cars. It is actually petrol. So let's see where our bar plot went wrong. If you run this and type print counts, then you can see petrol is the highest here. 968 has the petrol fuel type. So I think something went wrong here. So if you print fuel type, we get CNG, diesel and petrol. This should be reversed. So how we can do that? We can do fuel type. So this is a numpy, actually numpy array. So what we can do is fuel type equals to, we'll call fuel type array, and then we'll call this list, and then what we can do is for all the elements y minus 1, so this will reverse the order. So if we now check for the fuel type, you can see petrol, diesel and CNG. So this is how we should troubleshoot when you got any errors or any misrepresentation. So now we got correct representation of the data from the toyota.csv file. So we can get petrol as the highest number and diesel and CNG.